Welcome back here to Crump Paris Park, and as you can see, the Gordonsville Tigerettes are clouding around home plate because Kaylee Plumley just hit a 2-run shot, and it's a 2-0 start for the Tigerettes here in the bottom of the first, and still nobody out. We apologize, some technical difficulties going on with the connections. We are back and ready to go, and a great start for Gordonsville at 2-0, and Kaylee Plumley with a 1-2 count on her cranks it over the center field fence.
Yeah, I'm sending a strongly worded email to some of our friends at the end of this broadcast because that has happened 2 times here recently, but to your point, Kaylee Plumley, and it's straight over the center field fence. Deepest part of the ballpark, she cranks it over. No doubter, and exactly what Gordonsville was looking for. 2-0 starts. The home run derby continues that we saw end last week in that district tournament. 3
home runs in that game against Clay County. Watts hits this one high in the air out to right, back at the wall, and the right fielder underneath it, able to make the grab for the Lady Indians. It is Madison Osbrooks out there to make the catch for out number 1. Abby Brinkley singled back up the middle on a sharply hit ground ball that went between the legs of Hudgens on the mounds. And then Plumley came on, and she was behind in the count 1-2 after a couple of foul balls and cranked it out to center field right next to that flagpole. And with 1 out, it's a 2-0 lead for the Tigers.
Right now, that's not going to happen again, though. We changed it up. We're on a different connection. At least not that same way.
Mackenzie Herron pops this one up in the infield. Hudgens says she has it, and she's able to find it in the glove.
She said she had it. She didn't have it, and then she had it. She was able to make the adjustment on it as it came down. But right now, Gordonsville, driver's seat. Kaylee Plumley, dominant in the first inning. Pop out on 1 pitch, strikeout. None of the walks issues. Now you have a 2-0 lead, and with Plumley going in the circle, you got to be real careful here for East Robertson because that very well may be enough for Gordonsville in this one.
Yeah, it's also now 34 home runs as a team for this Gordonsville Tigerettes team after that one hit by Plumley. 2-0 start. 2 outs in the inning. Bailey Stewart's at the plate, and the breaking ball didn't quite have enough mustard.
And you mentioned those 34 home runs. We saw it last time we were here against Clay County. It's up and down the lineup there on that Friday night. And had a girl hit her first home run of the season as well mixed in there. And it's just, in this ballpark, they see the softball so well.
There's the 1-0. No one misses outside. 2 balls and no strikes. It was Kaylee Plumley, Mackenzie Herron, and Callie Dillard who all hit home runs in the game in the win against Clay County in the district championship. And it was Mackenzie Herron's, who is the cleanup batter, first home run of the season. Comes at a good time, and it was smashed.
It was. Everything over that left field fence. This one for Plumley right over the center field fence near the flagpole.
Here's the 2-0. And that one's down there for a strike. 2-1 now to Bailey Stewart, the catcher for the Tigerettes, here in the bottom of the first. 2 outs. And once again, we welcome you back in both on Facebook and on YouTube. Make sure you like the stream if you haven't done so already. Comment along with us as well. Let us know where you're watching from and who you're cheering for between the Tigerettes and the Lady Indians here in the Region 4 Single A semifinals. That breaking ball misses outside, and it's now 3 balls and a strike to Bailey Stewart.
Good approach here for Stewart. Now she's in a hitter's count. Pitcher's got to throw something good. She's trying to send it a long way here and make it 3-0.
She's got power, as we're going to say throughout this broadcast. All 9 batters in the lineup for the Tigerettes have power. Hudgens not a huge strikeout pitcher. She will walk some batters and does right there. That's the first walk issued of the game, as it's a hard 45 for Stewart.
Yeah, and you mentioned that, and that's not a great matchup if you're trying to throw against this Gordonsville team. You need to have some lively stuff that you can fire past them and try to keep them off balance. You're talking about, you can standard velocity out there. This is the kind of pitcher that Gordonsville loves to send around the yard.
Galen Roberts will step in. The second baseman steps a little bit up in the box. With a runner on first base, swinging first pitch, that one's fouled back into the net.
And you can tell, especially now, once you have that 2-0 lead, and Plumley going in the circle, you could really come up here and swing for the fences. You could try to do some significant damage. You don't really have to worry about scraping runs across or anything like that. You can really try to get after it.
Coach Jonathan Bush called Roberts out to make sure she got the signs, and we'll step back in here with a 0-1 count and 2 away. That one will miss high. And the count goes to 1-1 now on Roberts at the plate. Stewart walked over at first base after Brinkley was brought home on the 2-run shot by Kaylee Plumley, and then quickly a fly out by Watts and a pop out by Herron on back-to-back pitches. And these Tigerettes have been swinging early and often, and this one is roped left side. That'll be through the 5-6 hole, and that'll be a single roped into the outfield for the Tigerettes as Roberts finds her way aboard.
No breaks. 1 through 9 in the Gordonsville lineup, and here comes another player who hit a home run in their last game against Clay County.
Callie Dillard, she's the designated player today. Mentioned the Tigerettes in the field there in the early going. Callie Dillard bats here in the 7th spot. 8th spot is Christina Ray, and Kelsey Haley bats 9th. Lakin Roberts, the third baseman, not batting, as Dillard is batting for her. Runners on first and second now for Dillard, who, again, you mentioned it, came off of that home run shot against Clay County in the championship the other day. They're taking on Joe Burns tonight. We'll try to keep that game updated as well. There's a good off-speed that's swung on and missed.
Yeah, that's the best pitch she's started in the circle so far. She'll be looking for more of that. Again, trying to keep these hitters off balance for Gordonsville. And let's think about this is the first AB for since that home run on Friday. Kaylee Plumlee's hit a home run in 2 straight ABs for Gordonsville as well.
If you'll remember, the Tigerettes were down to their final 2 outs in that 5th inning. Were able to scrape across that 10th run to win it 10-0. Had to do a little bit of work to do it.
And there's a little more pressure in the softball regional. You get 1 game. You lose it, you're going home. You win it, you get it to sub-state. So you don't have that 3-game series to lay back on like you do in baseball.
This one popped up, and that'll be a foul ball as well from Dillard, and the count goes to 1-2. Yeah, you win this one, you're in the region championship against the winner of Joe Burns in Clay County. You win that, and you're into the sectional. If you lose any of those games, you are done. You got to keep on winning to keep your season alive until you get to state tournament. Then you can lose again.
Yeah, exactly.
It gets to double elimination again. The off-speed misses outside, and the count goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes now on Callie Dillard.
That's a good job by Dillard to lay off that pitch. It's the off-speed again. She swung and missed the last time, but it was coming outside and a really good vision at the plate.
Runners on first and second, 2 already across for the Tigerettes in the bottom of the first. A 2-2 count to Callie Dillard. The pitch from Hudgens swung on left side of the infield. That one is through. They're going to send the runner from second base. Here comes Stewart. Has to go over the bag, but she scores with ease. And that's an RBI single for Callie Dillard.
Great piece of hitting there, Callie Dillard. 2-2 count. You got to be swinging anything close. She does. Doesn't have to barrel it up too much. Just flick it out there in the left field. And now another run across, and Kaylee Plumlee probably have a big smile on her face over there in the dugout knowing she's got a big margin for error and already appears to have the goods much more in control, which is relative. She struck out 15 on Friday, but didn't have any of the control issues in the first inning.
Already 3 runs on 4 hits. Here in this first inning for the Tigerettes, and Christina Ray, the right fielder, will step in.
Hey, you got to be careful right now if you're East Robertson, because you're the 8-9 spot. If this thing flips over, watch out. It could become a huge inning despite the 2 outs.
And that's what Gordonsville did against Clay County. They had the 2 outs in the inning, but were unable to end it and extend it to the 6th inning. And again, here in softball, 15 runs after 3, 12 runs after 4, 10 runs after 5. And already a good start for the Tigerettes as that one's fouled off, and it's 1-1 here on Ray.
We were in here, there was no nervous energy. You get that a lot before elimination games, none. The parents were laid back, grandparents laid back, the team was laid back there. It's another softball game for them. They expect to win. They're playing well so far.
Very similar to what we saw with the Upperman Bees and their elimination opportunity on this weekend.
Good pitch.
That one misses just inside, and the count goes to 2-1 now on Ray.
Yeah, it's one of those good pitch, good take. It's a tough take when it's coming inside like that. And it was a good pitch, but even a better take. Christina Ray doing a nice job here, and that's really the best part of this 1 through 9. Ray probably not going to hit it over the fence too often. She can, but she's got a great approach.
Roberts stands on second base. Dillard over at first. Here's the 2-0, or the 2-1, I beg your pardon. That'll be 3 balls and a strike. Quick snap throw back to the mound.
Careful here. Careful.
Yeah, 3-1, and you got Kelsey Haley, who is a 9-batter, but not a real 9-batter. Coming up next.
May have a change quickly here. East Robertson, they've used a lot of pitchers this past week.
They'll use about 2 or 3 if they need to. 3-1, hit hard down the line. About took out some of the fans.
I think
down
she
that
heard
left
me
field
saying
line.
she doesn't hit it out too often and tried to turn on that one. Just a little bit ahead of it, but she barreled that one up, certainly. That was the hardest hit ball outside of Kaylee Plumlee's home run.
Like some more students down that left field line. Their heads were on a swivel, fortunately, and
Good
saw
crowd.
it coming.
Good crowd.
Another great crowd. Gordonsville has shown out, as they always do. Of course, there is also baseball practice going on off to our right, so they're sticking around as well and taking in the sights here in this region semifinal game.
Little League behind us.
Yeah. Paris Park is always popping. The 3-2 called strike 3 and able to get out of the inning and strand a couple of runners in the process, but 3 do come across, and it's a 3-0 start for the Tigerettes. We are through 1 here at Paris Park. This is the Region 4 Single A semifinal on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
What if opportunity was all in a day's work?
We find new ways to make vacation dreams a reality. And that inspires me to do my best work every single day.
What if you can make a real impact in people's lives with a team that cares? What I do matters. not just for guests, but for my team. We rely on each other each and every day. What if your work inspired fun and moved people?
We put the world on vacation. Our job is to make people happy. Inspiring travelers around the world to live their best lives never stops being fulfilling.
At Travel and Leisure, what if can be what is. Stop wondering. Join the travel movement and start a career where memories start with you.
Welcome back here at Crump Harris Park. It is the second inning of action. 4, 5, and 6 due up for the Lady Indians of East Robertson, Savannah Kleinert, Lily Dunbar, and Autumn Mayberry. As they'll step in here after Kaylee Plumley really had no trouble there. 1 through 3, got a pop out to shortstop and a couple of strikeouts.
I wonder what the score of Joe Burns Clay County is, because if Clay County wins, comes here.
Yeah.
Back to Crump Harris. I say, okay, it's not over, but we saw the first inning, okay? And we know who's in the circle for Gordonsville. Let's put it this way. The path to victory against Gordonsville is not to go down 3-0 in the first inning with Kaylee Plumley in the circle. That is not the route to defeat this team.
Yeah, Clay County taking on Joe Burns. That one actually gets started at 6 o'clock. Just a few light sprinkles. That one's popped over right side. That'll be a foul ball. The count goes to 1-1 now on Kleinert.
If it gets any worse, I'm ready.
Yep. We don't have to run out to the car this time like I had to with Rusty last year doing Stone Memorial softball.
Well, that's just poor planning.
We didn't know it was going to rain. I'll be honest. Plumley ready for the 1-1. Popped up. And that'll go out of play as well and lands on the nets right on top of the bleachers.
It's a collection now. There's 2.
Yeah, there's 2 of them up there.
I could jump up there and get it.
You think so?
Off the bleachers. Absolutely.
And where are you going to land?
Probably at Cookville Regional Medical.
There you go. 1-2 now on Kleinert.
Calling the game on Wednesday night, Jacob and Rusty.
Plumley rocks and fires, swing and a miss, and it's 3 birdies, lounge strikeouts in a row. 4 up, 4 down to start the game for Plumley in the circle.
Obviously, we're right here, right behind the plate. You get a just different appreciation when you're this close. She is firing it in there with that fastball. You just can't touch it. Over and over and over again. 3 straight punch-outs now.
Already a 3-0 start, and East Robertson looking for their first base runner of the game as Lily Dunbar, the left fielder, will step in for the first time.
Oh, they've got a whole contraption ready to knock the softballs down.
Yes, they do. Swing and a miss.
So the thing with Kaylee Plumley, fastball, rise ball, which she just threw there, then the changeup, which drops 15 miles an hour off the velocity. I mean, it's just filthy.
And I'm sure there's a breaking ball somewhere in there. Here's the 0-1. The rise ball able to lay off of it that time.
She really didn't have to throw a breaking ball with how lively that fastball is, and the the changeup works like a breaking ball because you got to bring your hands back just like you would with a breaking ball.
They did get the softballs off the net.
They were ready.
1-1. Misses outside, 2 balls and a strike, and the first time that she has been behind a batter, and that was something she really struggled with early on against Clay County. Hasn't struggled with it yet so far tonight.
Yeah, we were kind of talking before. If you're at the plate right now, you maybe just go into take mode and make her throw 3 strikes in a row.
And that one misses, and it goes to 3 balls and a strike now to Dunbar.
Because you aren't touching it. I mean, you're not going to send it somewhere far.
I was going to say, we've seen some of the foul balls early on, and the one obviously was late and missed right side. A lot of them are always late, and if you're early, you're guessing.
Close your eyes and swing as hard as you can. Those are the 2
and sometimes
approaches.
It works out.
It does.
Here's the 3-1. That one fouled off. And we've run full now to Lily Dunbar, trying to become the first base runner for the East Robertson Lady Indians here in the top of the second with 1 out. Another great evening for some softball. A few showers, very small showers in the area, but payoff. Swing and a miss. And it's another Birdie's Lounge strikeout for Kaylee Plumley and 2 away here in the second.
Maybe a good thing for East Robertson that the first pitch of the game was set into the field. There may not be many more. She's throwing the goods right now.
There will be Autumn Mayberry, the designated player, stepping in. Now, first pitch popped out by Highsmith, the leadoff batter. This one down down the line, and that'll be fouled by 2 inches.
It was spinning left to right, so it was kind of angling towards the bag, and if it just nicks the bag, it's a fair ball. But
I have no clue how that spun right. But it did.
It did.
I am right on the line.
Yeah, we know the foul fair down that third base line. We can tell you for sure today.
Here's the 0-1. That one fouled off right side. And the count goes to 0-2 now on Mayberry.
And that was a swing as hard as you can when she lets go of the softball, and she was able to get the contact, just not able to time it up.
We saw that with Clay County when they were able to make contact and start to feel some of that confidence. They'd have a little bit of smiles afterwards. We're unable to get anything out other than one hit in the field that day. Here's the 0-2. This is low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Mayberry at the plate. Plumlee in the circle, working on 4 strikeouts in a row, trying to make it 5. After the pop out to the leadoff batter and Highsmith to open up the game. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. And it is 5 Birdies Lounge strikeouts in a row. 6 up, 6 down. We head to the bottom of 2 with the Tigerettes coming back to the plate. You're watching the Region 4 Single A semifinal on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
Frontier Chevrolet is ready to get you into your next vehicle and are proud to offer a lifetime powertrain warranty on nearly all vehicles below 80,000 miles. View inventory online at www.caseyschevy.com, including the brand new Chevy Trax and Traverse, or stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway today. Remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Delicious Pan Pizza is Domino's best-kept secret, with locations in Smithville, Sparta, Livingston, Allgood, and 2 in Cookeville. Delicious pan and hand-tossed pizza, pasta, and more is never far away. Use the Domino's app to take care of your game day eats today. Domino's is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
It's already a 3-0 start for Gordonsville as they come back to the plate here in the bottom of the second. 9-1-2 due up. Kelsey Haley, Abby Brinkley, and Kaylee Plumlee. And well, we already know what Abby Brinkley and Kaylee Plumlee did. They both scored in that that bottom of the first inning. So Kelsey Haley, the shortstop, going to try to act as another leadoff batter here against Hudgens in the circle and get a good start to this second inning.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you're East Robertson right now, you know you've got to batten down the hatches and get out of here scoreless and just hope you can get maybe one inning where you get somebody on with a walk, maybe a hit by pitch, put something in the field, and strike back to get back into it. Because right now, Kaylee Plumlee, she sure looks like Kaylee Plumlee. 5 straight punch-outs for her, and she is dealing in the circle. And don't forget, she hit the home run over the center field fence back in the last inning.
She does that quite often.
Yes.
Big Kelsey Haley to step in, the shortstop for the Tigerettes.
You think about premier athletes in the Upper Cumberland. And top stop, this is a junior. She is one of already the best softball players we've ever seen.
Yep.
And she may be the best right now.
Well, you look up there in that left field fence. It's got Gordonsville softball. The teams that have made the state tournament as the first pitch is in there, misses just outside to Haley. They've got the 2013 state runner-up, 2014 state champions, and then a lull until 2022 state tournament, 2023 state champions. Guess who's played the last 2 seasons and been pitching for them? That's Kaylee Plumlee. And the bunt shown there, but it will be a foul ball, and it goes to 1-1.
Yeah, I thought we may have a slap bunt coming here, just as you mentioned, trying to act as a secondary leadoff man, become a base runner out there for the big bats at the top of the order makes a lot of sense, and then you force them to make a good throw if you can get a good bunt down.
And Gordonsville, another one of those teams, they've got the play cards, so Coach Bush doesn't have to bark out anything. He actually just signals which numbers with his hand, so he kind of does signs a little bit. Here's the 1-1, swung on and missed, and the count goes to 1-2 now on Kelsey Haley.
The off-speed pitch has been her best pitch so far in this one. Got several swings and misses at it.
And for Hudgens, not a ton of strikeouts, only 68 strikeouts in 101 innings so far this year. 1-2. Swung on and missed. There is a strikeout for Hudgens and gets the first out of the inning. It does flip it back over to the top, though, as Abby Brinkley will come back to the plate, who singled right back up the middle her first time up.
And Hudgens can't control who's coming up next. You can control who's in the batter's box, though, and what you do there. That's a good strikeout to open up the second, as East Robertson looking to build some momentum and tough sledding so far for him.
Abby Brinkley with all kinds of speed. Anytime she gets on the base path, she is a terror to deal with for pitchers and catchers alike. And she's going to try to do the same thing that she did to open up the ball game back in the first, or the bottom of the first, I should say. And she hits it left side of the infield this time. Picked up it short, and 1 pitch and 1 out there for the second out of the inning.
Good job by East Rob, and now this is what you want. Nobody on, 2 outs for Kaylee Plumley. And you should walk her. Just 100%.
Wonder how many times that has happened this year.
Not many.
Probably
They should
not.
walk her. They should.
You do have Kelsey Watts right
I
behind.
don't care.
No,
You should
I
walk-
understand.
And Kelsey Watts is a great player. Don't get me wrong at all. You do not pitch to this young lady. It's a mistake.
Hit a 2-run shot, her first time at the plate in the first.
Kelsey Watts can make you pay for that. Ask Eagleville.
And that one missed outside.
You can ask Eagleville about that. But
Yep.
you just, and the orange and white gloves are sweet for Kaylee Plumley, by the way. Going to the University of Tennessee,
got
the
the
3 seed in the NCAA tournament. This is a program in college softball.
Just pops that one out of play.
The swing speed is just out of this world.
Yeah, normally you don't actually saw swing speed and baseball stats for the Reds today.
Probably real slow, huh?
Ellie De La Cruz is up there. He's
Yeah.
one of the faster ones. Guess what? So Ellie De La Cruz is at 76. I don't know if it's miles per hour. I don't know how it's rated. 76. I think the average was 71.4 for MLB players. This one will miss high, and the count goes to 2-1. Jamer Candelario, who we picked up in the offseason, guess what his was?
42.
67.
Yeah, slow. Real slow.
Awful.
Yeah.
Slowest on the team. He's a switch hitter. Here's the 2-1 from Hudgens, and that one misses as well. Now 3-1, and maybe your unintentional intentional walk.
Don't make the mistake of 3-1. Just you put this over the heart of the plate, and you're going to have to wait for her to take a trot. Just don't do it.
She made a mistake on 1 and 2 her first time up. We'll see what Hudgens goes to here. 3 balls and a strike with 2 outs. And that one is gone.
Told you. It's unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen. It is absolutely unbelievable. Put it right over the heart of the plate, and she deposits it over the center field fence.
3-1 and right down Broadway. And Plumley cranks her second home run of the game. And it's a 4-0 start for the Gordonsville Tigerettes. You mentioned it. You can't make the mistake.
Nope.
She made the mistake.
That ball was gone immediately out of the hand. It was gone. That's my favorite call you've ever had, by the way, Jacob Benson. That was elite. And it's gone. That was absurd.
Makes it easier when the players are really good.
My goodness.
That we call for.
That was destroyed. That may be the hardest I've ever seen a softball get hit. I mean, that was pummeled.
And it doesn't get any easier.
No.
As Kelsey Watts, the cleanup, not even cleanup batter, the 3-hole hitter comes
Maybe
to
you
the
should
plate.
walk her.
Yeah, I mean, this top 5, 6 in the lineup is so strong. That one hit high, but that one will be foul.
You may want to consider walking the bases loaded here and then taking your
Well.
chances from there.
There's a reason they were the state champions and probably the favorites coming into this year as well. They've got hitters. They've got pitchers.
3 straight ABs with a home run for Kaylee Plumley, dating back to the Clay County game.
You are correct about that. That one misses outside, and it's now 2 balls and a strike.
You know, we talk about an announcer jinx all the time. I think that one was the reverse announcer jinx.
You can't.
Or maybe
yeah.
it was. I mean,
Yeah.
that was
She's immune to it.
that was crazy.
2-1 pitch from Hudgens. That one's hit hard. That's going to drop in the right center gap. A one bouncer into the wall. Watts turns the corner at first. She's looking. Now she throws on the brakes.
Yeah, good
Throw
throw
actually
in.
came over second base. She would have had a chance to get in there safely, but it will be a single with 2 outs for Kelsey Watts.
I don't know if that came across on the microphone, how loud that thing hit off that wall on one
well,
hop.
it's the walls out there. It's a metal tin wall, kind of like a shed or roofing, and it makes a loud noise. So it will be Bailey Stewart stepping in now. I beg your pardon, Mackenzie Herron, the left fielder, with 2 outs and a runner on first.
May want to intentionally walk her. This team's really good, man. They're really, really good.
And Hudgens struggling to find the strike zone a little bit.
And it's gone.
Did you like that?
That was unbelievable.
I was really glad it went over the fence. There's the throw to first, and that will get out of the inning. It strands a runner in the process, but another run comes across in the form of Kaylee Plumley cranking another home run. And it's 4-0 after 2 here at Crump Paris Park in South Carthage. This is the Region 4 Single A semifinal on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They're also proud to sponsor the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to sponsor this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. From the sports field to the hunting field, our friends at Hall Sports and Outdoors can outfit anyone. Located in the heart of Jamestown at 207 South Main Street, Hall Sports and Outdoors carries everything from kayaks, fishing gear, and camo to guns and ammo. With top brands such as Columbia, Timberland, Under Armour, Asics, and much more, nobody can top their selection. Need some custom gear for your team? They also offer uniforms, gear, and custom embroidery. Stop by and see them at 207 South Main Street in Jamestown. Hall Sports and Outdoors, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
It's 4-0, Gordonsville on top, and Kaylee Plumley back in the circle, now facing 7, 8, and 9 in the lineups, top of the third.
I know who the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game is going to be.
Kaylee Plumley?
It's going to be Kaylee Plumley. We're just going to fast forward to that part of the broadcast.
She is 2 for 2 with 2 home runs and 6 up, 6 down on the mound.
5 strikeouts.
We'll keep it there.
In a row.
Harley G is at the plate right now, the second baseman for the Lady Indians, and that's a swing and a miss.
Oh, so now you believe in the announcer, Jenks. You're not going to mention what she's doing through 2 innings?
Oh, I never do that.
Okay. I'm just trying to figure out the rules of the announcer, Jenks.
There's a, I guess you would
There's an
say,
etiquette?
what, golden rules
Sure.
that you don't break?
Sure.
You can talk around it.
True. Through 2 innings, though, that's a little premature, but I guess not when she's throwing fastballs like that, because that was rocketed in there for strike 2.
I mean, she's probably going to hit another home
Yeah,
run in
it's
her next
true.
debut. That's going to be your announcer.
Maybe you
Jinx,
should
I
walk
guess.
her.
Here's the 0-2. And that is called strike 3. Right down Broadway for 6 Birdie's Lounge strikeouts in a row. That time looking.
Yeah, I'm just going to give a word of advice to every team that plays Gordonsville from here on out.
Good luck.
Walk her.
What do you
And
do?
good luck.
What do you do on the? Yeah. What do you do at the plate?
Yeah, swing and pray. I stand there.
Now again, Eagleville is a very good team,
Correct.
and those two will probably be
Stand
in the
there is
championship.
the answer.
Yeah. Here's Faith Pearson, the first baseman now for ER, and that's a strike across.
She is,
Pumping him in.
I mean, just clinical. And the control issues that we saw on Friday,
Gone.
absolutely gone.
I'm going to imagine this probably has a little bit to do with that. Probably didn't feel great about her performance, even though it was 15 strikeouts in 5 innings.
Her mother posted on, as that one's in there for a strike, on Facebook. She didn't have her best stuff, and I was like, she struck out 15 of 15 outs.
Yeah.
But I get it.
No, I mean,
It's relative.
well, when you look at the scorebook like it is right now, you understand why. And here's the 0-2, and that'll miss outside.
Can I make a prediction?
Another one?
Strike 3 coming right now. Just going to go out on a limb here.
Just going to formally apologize to the East Robertson fans who are, if you are watching.
I'm not. This girl's incredible.
It's a Birdie's Lounge strikeout.
Yeah,
Seven in a row.
I'm not biased. I'm right.
That's a great line. I'm not biased. I'm right.
Was it a strikeout? Has nothing to do with anybody other than the girl in the circle right
Yep.
now. I mean, we were talking about this the other. You put Bailey Stewart behind the dish and Kaylee Plumley in the circle. It is 4-0 right now.
Mm-hmm.
Take everybody else off
talk
the field.
about that.
It is 4-0.
Madison Osbrooks will step in. It's 8 up, 8 down to start this game for Plumley in the circle. 2 outs here in the third, and she was trying to slap at it, missed a little bit low.
And this, I think, is actually the correct thing to do.
Yes.
You try to shorten up
Meet
the
it.
distance, meet the softball, go out there and try to slap it down and force the defense to make a throw.
1-0 coming for Plumley. And that one is hit left
Bingo.
side. Going to be a tough play, and she's going to be safe by a mile. And there goes the perfect game. It will be the first hit of the ball game for Madison Osbrooks. The 9-batter in the lineup flips it back over to the top.
And that is a tremendous slat bunt. You bounce it into the ground, and it stops right there like one of Jacob's golf shots on a green. Just slams the brakes. And plenty of speed. There's no chance to make that play. Mitchin, that's the – if you've got enough speed there in the batter's box, that's the move to make. And then you see if maybe you can hit something over an infield that has to play in.
Now AC Highsmith, who has one of the higher batting averages all the year, 435, another slap hitter, swings at that one, and it's strike 1.
Yeah, I love this strategy by East Robertson. You can't do it with everybody. You can't do it with your power hitters. But if you've got speed in the batter's box, go meet the softball.
First base runner of the game, and Madison Osbrooks after mowing down the first 8 in the lineup. Still 2 outs here in the inning. Plumley ready for the 0-1. And that one's checked at, and that will be strike 2.
Can I make a prediction? We're about to hear from our friends at Fire and Vine
And Birdie's Lounge.
and the Exit Crossroads Auction Group.
2 away, runner on first. Highsmith at the plate, Plumlee, the 0-2 pitch, and fouls it off. Staying alive for at least another one. We'll do some On This Day in History when we come back in the bottom of the 3rd. You'll like this one today. We have trivia as well. Get to that in the 4th, maybe. Home plate umpire getting some more softballs. Has been a few fouled off and out of play. Runner on first here, the only base runner so far for East Robertson. Madison Osbrooks had the slap bunt.
Real quick,
no play.
In between innings here, once this inning is over, we're going to have another new stream, but we got to tweak one thing, and then we'll be back with it.
And that is called strike 3, and that doesn't matter on the throw down to second base. That was called strike 3, right?
Yes, it was.
Okay, so the inning's over, correct? Nobody's moving. That was strike 3. Okay, home plate umpire says that is strike 3. That is a Birdie's Lounge strikeout, and the inning is over, and still nobody is moving. And we are going to head to a break. Once again, a new stream coming up here for the